Hi everybody, my name is Jennifer. Welcome to my channel where I talk about books, music, movies, and anything else that takes my fancy. Today, I am bringing you my Nonfiction November TBR. So this readathon is hosted by the channels A Book Olive and Nonfic Books. I will put the announcement videos in the description box. So essentially the goal for Nonfiction November is to read more nonfiction during the month of November, even if it's one extra book. I'm pretty decent right now with reading nonfiction. I'd say it's about 10 to 20% of my actual reading, which is better than some people. I mean, it's not like, well, if I didn't read as much as I did, it wouldn't be a lot. But I read enough so that 10% of my reading is a good deal during the year. But this month, I'm going to put myself through almost exclusively nonfiction. I'm not going to do absolutely all nonfiction because I need like a mix-up. But I'm going to have a decent mix of like physical books, physical books, audiobooks, and at least one ebook. So let's go ahead and get started. There are 4 challenges, and they're very loose for interpretation. And one is home, is to read a book relating to home. The second is to read a book related to substance. The third is to read a book related to love in whatever form you choose to go with. And 4 is scholarship. So let me go ahead and tell you about some of the books I've got going on. So for home, the first book is a physical book. It's a book I've had for well over a year now. It's called The Making of Home by Judith Flanders. It basically does what it says on the tin. It's about, how our iterations of home came into being and all that good stuff. See, it's so pretty. Anyway, I've been looking forward to this one. The second one is an audiobook I have, which I can't show you because it's on my phone, which I'm filming this on. So there's that. So we have, I have an audiobook called Welcome to the Universe, which is the place where my home is situated in the universe. It's by Neil deGrasse Tyson and other science writers. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so second, for substance, one of my, maybe my favorite nonfiction audiobook of all time is The Disappearing Spoon, which is about the periodic table of elements by Sam Keen. Now, Sam Keen has a new book out. It's called Caesar's Last Breath, and it's about, I think the subtitle is Unlocking the Secrets of the Air Around Us. So, yeah. That's out. I have that on hold from the library. I don't have it just yet, but I should have it in time for this one. If not, I'll choose something else. But I'm really looking forward to that because I really liked Sam Keen's previous book. All right, so next up is Love. Now, I don't have this yet. I have this on order, and it's coming in. It's called The Futilitarians, Our Year of Thinking, Drinking, Grieving, and Reading by Anne Gislesen. So it's basically a book club, and this takes place, the reason why I picked this for Love is 1, they're dealing with the loss of people they love, and 2, it takes place in New Orleans, which is my favorite city, and I love New Orleans. So that's why I picked that one. So yeah, I'm waiting for that to come in. It sounds really interesting, and it just incorporates a lot of things I like. Not the grieving part, but the reading, thinking, drinking thing. That's cool, and it's all happening in New Orleans. So yeah, that's my choice for Love. Fourth is another audiobook. It's for scholarship, and what I'm reading is The History of Jazz by Ted Gioia, or Goya, Gioia. Okay, so that deals with the history of jazz, which should be scholarly. I hope it is. I hope he knows what he's talking about, or at least, studied it. Yeah, so that's my pick for scholarship. So also, I have a few other items that I'm going to pick, that I'm going to try to get to, that I didn't really fit into any category. So I have on ebook Unmentionable by Therese O'Neill, which is the Victorian ladies manual. You know, if you were, I think the premise is this is a manual for somebody if a modern girl got stuck in Victorian England, what it's like as a woman in Victorian England. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. I have that checked out from the library on ebook. I'm in the middle of a nonfiction book, but it's not going to last until November because I'm loving it. It's called A Really Big Lunch by Jim Harrison. It's a bind up of his food writing and essays on food, and it's hilarious and it's wonderful, and I'm loving it so much. So that's not going to last until November, but it's nonfiction, and I was planning on reading it in nonfiction in November, but I got it back. I got it in time to finish it this month, and I'm going to because I'm loving it. Some other things I'm waiting for. Another thing I'm waiting for that's on hold is The Judgment of Paris by Ross King, and that's about Impressionism. I think it's like the beginnings of Impressionism in Paris. I don't have the description right in front of me, so I can't tell you exactly, but it's definitely about Impressionism and Paris. So I also have Reality Is Not What It Seems by Carlo Rovelli, which is a physics audiobook. And then I have several books from my Audible account that I haven't gotten to that were nonfiction. So I'm going to try to get to I'm trying to actually get to all of those by the end of the month because I have a lot of time to listen to audiobooks. I have Easy Riders and Raging Bull, How the Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll Generation Saved Hollywood by Dick Hill. I have Sailing Alone Around the World by Joshua Slocum. Yes, just because I tried sailing and I didn't like it doesn't mean I can't like reading about other people sailing. Can't like reading about other people sailing. I'm pretty sure that's what I meant. Well, it's what I meant to say even if it wasn't what I actually said. Anyway, I also have The Jazz Standards by Ted Gioia, if I get around to it. And I also have A Short History of Nearly Anything by Bill Bryson. So, yeah, I have those. And if I have time, there are a couple of, like, right behind me I have most of my nonfiction. Because my living room is where I keep my nonfiction. So, I have, I have What Are People For? Essays by Wendell Berry. I also have a copy that I just got recently of Bluets by Maggie Nelson. This is really small. And I've seen several people reading A Room of One's Own by Virginia Woolf this month. So, I have all these, and who knows what I'm going to get to. I'm going to do my best to read as much nonfiction this month as I can. But, yeah. Oh, and I forgot one. This was on my books I wanted to finish reading before the end of the year list, and this has 645 pages, but this is nonfiction. It's Portraits and Observations by Truman Capote. It's his nonfiction. It's got New Orleans, New York, Brooklyn, Hollywood, Haiti to Europe. Yeah, it's got all kinds of good stuff going on here. So I'm going to try to get that going on. So yeah, those are my nonfiction picks for Nonfiction November. If you are taking part, please put links to your TBR in the comments if you want to. You can make comments about my TBR. You can make comments on anything, provided they're nice and polite and all that good stuff. So, wish me luck on this whole Nonfiction in November reading thing. All right, bye.